It's a deal.
It's a deal. If you win a World Cup, okay, we'll set the parameters.
Look at it, the terms and conditions now.
All right.
Not, you only get to say it once.
So if you win a World Cup,
when I said £1,000, I meant yen.
and you say the ride companion on the podium, grand.
Yeah, bag of sand.
We're in.
Are we on? Welcome
in.
to the Ride Companion.
We're in the internet.
Dude, I'm actually really excited about this episode because the race season has come up quick on me.
Does.
I haven't prepared,
No.
whereas someone in the room has.
Have they? Who is it?
It's you.
Can we find that person?
It's you. So you did a podcast the other day with Needles, right?
Yeah, correct, dude. Yeah, we've launched obviously the Race Companion Fantasy Downhill website, platform, ecosystem.
So this is the new
So we've launched
version.
another podcast, yeah, which is going to be Needles actually doing like a solo episode.
Who could be better?
Who could be better, mate? The voice of downhill. The voice of downhill comment. One of the voices of downhill. You can't say voice of downhill because I feel like Rob's got that.
He's got the voice, hasn't he?
Yeah, but Andrew is one of the dudes, right? He's commentator, like he's just super knowledgeable, former racer.
Yeah.
Who better to talk about the inside, inside the tape?
You can't
than
fake
Andrew.
insight either, can you? It's a shame because otherwise you could just wander into a sport, but you can't.
Yeah.
Like real insight comes
No.
from really, really doing it.
Yeah.
Like I would feel like there's just no way you can.
I agree, dude, and that's why with the Race Companion and doing that podcast, we got Andrew involved.
Absolutely.
Because obviously, yeah, like you say, anybody could sit and do it, but you don't have like real insight and a life of going to the events,
Exactly.
knowing the people, knowing the teams, the team managers.
Built for it.
He's the man. So yes, I did sit down and do an episode with him, but I was very much there just to sort of
Dude, no doubt.
do structure and do you know what I mean?
But you would have got the lowdown from
got
him.
some tips and some bits, yeah, man. We got some tips and bits coming in from Needles. But yeah, that episode just as a mark in that as well. Like you can find it Spotify, Apple, or on YouTube. Just
Brilliant.
search the Race Companion. It's very easy to remember. It
Like the
sounds
Ride
like this one.
Companion. And just like this one, you can subscribe. It's just an easy button.
Yeah,
And
it
you
is.
can do that to that one as well. And honestly,
Yeah.
what I found out when I subscribed, it didn't cost anything. I thought it was going to... I was expecting like, Apple Pay, double click, or, something like that. Nothing.
No, mate, it's free.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You can even comment.
Yeah, you can comment. Yeah, mate, you can engage with the whole thing. It's insane. And you can even play the Race Companion for free. And you know what we've got for the first round?
Go on.
DMR prizes.
Of course you have.
Like good ones as well. ODub bars.
Of course you have.
Pedals.
The
Oily
best-
saddles.
The best bars. The best pedals.
All the stuff is DMR.
The
So
best
that's the prize.
saddles.
That's the prize. Big DMR goodie bag, gift purchase, gift card, gifts.
Gifts as
Yeah,
well.
Gifts. Lots of gifts.
There's gifts as well.
So yeah, it's free to play. TheRaceCompanion.com if you don't already. It's good, mate. Mate, you know what? A wise man once said.
I look forward to this.
It's not me. I'm not the wise man. A wise man once said.
And you're about to say it though, so that
yeah.
kind of makes you wise.
Yeah, but I'm just saying what the wise man said.
Yeah, but it's indistinguishable from the original wise man. Who was the original wise man? I think you might as well be him.
Okay, I once said.
Yeah,
You get out what you put in with sport.
I'm with you.
And you do.
You
Like, if you know
absolutely
a
do.
little bit of storyline and you just understand what's going on, maybe you got a little bit of course knowledge, just all that stuff just makes everything way more interesting. And also if you just you've got a few, horses in the race.
Absolutely.
Cool. Makes it better. So
Year to year, I fluctuate with like Supercross.
Oh.
And some years, when I get into it, I'm just completely locked.
Yeah.
Whereas others, I'll just drift away.
I've
Whereas
drifted
with
away the
our
whole
sport-
year, dude. I've
Yeah.
drifted away the whole year from Supercross. I haven't watched a single one. But I've kept it, I've sort of like dipped in. I know what's been going on, but I haven't sat and watched it.
It's not the same as being fully in, is it?
Being fully in is so fun.
Yeah, you literally make the final product more enjoyable because you're invested.
Yeah, exactly.
Invest now.
Yeah.
Invest now in the World Cup Series through the Race Companion.
Oh,
Is that good?
Yeah, it's perfect, mate. Thank you very much. I
no worries,
appreciate you.
No worries,
Speaking of the Race Companion and general downhill stuff. Okay, first thing, are you going to be watching the World Cup season this year? Are you going to be tuning in? Are you going to be watching it?
Yes.
Same. So that's interesting. All right.
Yeah.
And I'd love to hear from people because I think it is still a topic, but I feel like this was a topic months ago, right? That I think was easier back then to go, I'm not paying for it this year. But then you get a bit of FOMO and then you start seeing some pre-season testing stuff. You see some Instagram stuff and you're like, oh, kind of want to watch it.
You get a lot of different sports as well. I mean, I guess what people are getting cross about is that they're literally putting that cost for just their sport, but actually you get loads.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing an advert for TNT here, but you know, you do get a lot of other stuff. I can't promise I'm going to do a whole year though. Hey,
I know. We
got this season.
It's a lot
quick.
Yeah.
And if it's what is it a month?
35. Is it 30 quid?
Something like that. Yeah. I'll do bare minimum.
Yeah.
I want to watch downhill.
Yeah.
I want to support the sport.
I'm not that bothered about supporting some of the other ones that I'm not bothered about.
No.
I'll be honest with you.
No.
But I do want to watch downhill. So yeah, I'll be tuning in.
Yeah.
I'll be
sort of have to as well. Really, don't we?
Yeah.
Wouldn't
it be sick if it was like, you know, like the Supercross race pass?
Yeah.
Where you just got that and like you felt like with the race pass, you feel like you're getting like something really good. You know, you get race day live, you get a whole show throughout the day of practices. Like that is the model, surely. Like show practice, have a little bit of stuff going on throughout the day.
And I guess there is a part that makes you feel like you're supporting just your sport, not loads like a giant company.
Yeah.
But whatever, we got racing, it's live.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to pay for it. I mean, it's always going to come up for debate when there's change, regardless. People are going to, you know, everyone's split, aren't they?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. But yeah, I'd love to hear from people in the comments. You know, now's a good time. As it changes, it's got close to the season. Do you have a bit of FOMO now?
It's exciting.
It is exciting, dude. I think it's good. Well, yeah, hell of a season. I mean, we've got to cover probably one of the biggest bits of news that we've just found out recently, which is our boy I can never say it. Taika King.
Taika King. The Taika King.
Do you like? It's okay, isn't it?
Taika. I thought you were just getting it wrong.
No, it's Taika King. Taika King.
Kerr King. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor old Bernie. I actually just watched, just before we went on here, I watched his vlog, and there's a real heartfelt bit at the end. You rarely see someone, you rarely see Bernard being real like that. You know, what you see is like a really confident bike racer.
Yeah.
Whereas you see something a bit human at the end of that vlog, and you can see how much it means to him, how much he puts in. And
I think it's no secret that the last few years in the bike industry have been really hard. This year's probably been one of the hardest for teams to get budgets together, longer season, a lot of unknowns as to if you even got a place to race. Like so much stuff. And I guess, you know, you're really close to Bernard, and you know how hard it's been for him to get all this stuff put together and to make it happen. Not just for him, but for the rest of the team. And then to see him go down, and also his teammate as well. Is it Ryan Griffith?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's such a.
It's just like
it's so heartbreaking.
Feel for the guy, real bad. You know, that's yeah.
Yeah, and I mean he's doing so many jobs all at once. Obviously he's got a great team around him and stuff. Yeah. But still, the kind of, it's an awful lot to just race, let alone do all of the other stuff and be so heavily involved with the sponsorship. Like really, if you were looking for the ideal scenario to race in, I feel like you don't really want to be also sending emails for every single component on your bicycle and negotiating contracts for every single component on your bicycle and filling out order forms and
travel,
booking hotels and booking flights and
passport,
pit space and passports and dealing with all the negotiations for the other riders. Like, that is a job alone. Yeah. And what racing World Cups is a job alone. Mm. And he's doing others as well, you know. I don't know. I do feel for him.
Big time.
And when you see... also, I bumped into Bernard recently. I went to do Robin Elliott's podcast in London, and Bernard was also recording the same day. And we hung out, and, you know, I know him very well, and he was on a high. So he's obviously been training hard. I've done a lot of those pre-seasons with him before, and it's kind of like contagious when you're around it, when you know someone's confident, they're strong, that they're doing the time.
Yeah.
You you can feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think that'd be the same in any sport when someone's like swinging along. So yeah, gutted for him. Anyway,
Mate,
don't want to dwell on
absolutely.
it. Something
No,
negative.
and I think that's it. You can't dwell on it, but
No.
fingers crossed. It's an 8-weeker.
Yeah.
You miss a round or two, and if anyone's going to come back swinging for the fences, trying to poach a tiger, it's your boy
Nice.
BK, innit?
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's massive, dude. Huge one.
It's wild. He gets real at the end of that vlog. He says that, I thought this was going to be my last year, but maybe we'll have to go another. It's just a crazy thing in sport to be talking like that. Like, it says something. I know he loves riding bikes. I know he loves racing World Cups, but I think it makes you think it's probably more stressful than a lot of riders.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy when you're watching a live feed to just think they're having a whale of a time enjoying a race run, but I don't think it's very enjoyable going that quick. I'll be honest. I think it is like, you're rolling the dice.
Yes.
And how long can you just keep doing it? And
yes. And like we were saying yesterday on our ride, it's like you have to roll the dice throughout, especially the pre-season and coming up to the first round, because you need to get up to race speed. So you constantly...
That's it. It's not a stupid mistake.
No.
You have to...
You have to be going that quick to come in with confidence, right?
Yeah. Interestingly, that was like last run of the day, shooting Instagram content. He didn't say it wasn't like race pace, but you've got to practice at race pace. I don't believe you can ever really practice full race pace. I don't think anything quite... I don't think it quite compares to what it's like to do a race run.
Yeah, with the
not
clock
that I know, who am I to say, but...
Well...
Imagine when the crowd's there. How can you practice for that?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's fair.
Makes you think of fighters, doesn't it? There's loads of people that spar really heavily, and then there's some people that don't spar heavily at all.
Yeah.
And they save it for the fight. What is the right technique? Should you be doing race runs before racing, or should you hold something back and try and
just hope it's there? I don't know, man. I feel like you want to feel it coming into
do.
You've got to feel like, okay, yeah, I'm on. If you feel like, I think I'm on, but I don't know if I've got that extra 5%.
If you're going it's impossible though as well, because like you're riding with people, you don't get to ride with all your competitors the whole time, so you can't really like measure yourself up.
And what's weird? It's like those injuries, like the one Bernard, or that crash, they don't necessarily only happen at race pace.
No.
Like you could be like, oh, I'm going to do an 80% run, but
Doing
that
an
80%
Instagram
is
edit.
you're not 100% focused.
Yeah.
You're probably safer going as fast as you possibly can, because you are 100% probably locked in, rather than a chiller.
Yeah, I do agree, yeah.
I think we've all had those crashes where you're like, oh, I was just chilling. I wasn't even trying. You're like, maybe that was the problem.
Yeah,
I definitely had one of those once,
There's some
just
answer
chilling.
in between, isn't there? You wouldn't mind crashing on a race run. Well, you'd be annoying, but you wouldn't mind it because, you're putting it all out there, whereas...
Yeah. At least it's on film for the cameras, for the sponsors to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fuck, bro. Yeah, it's a rough one. Feel for him.
I now, in your previous podcast, you've covered a load of the topics.
Yes.
And obviously, we're not going to go into the same details simply because you got potato brain over here. I'm not able to go into as much detail as Needles can. But maybe we can do like a bit of an overview. It's very exciting.
Yes.
We're going into Poland. This is Anaheim 1. This is the race of the season where we...
P1.
Yeah, we learn who's had a good off season. We learn what bikes are firing. We got all of these like different dramas. I guess one of the biggest ones is probably the belt drive one.
Yes, it's a great topic.
It is a great topic. It's also a fantastic bit of marketing.
It is. It's a fantastic bit. Me and Andrew ended up talking about this quite a bit, actually. And I feel like with that, I really was kind of... With our episode, I was like asking pretty silly questions because I just wanted to get his take on it.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes I shy away from that with this. I don't know why, but I asked him like some probably quite silly questions that he doesn't even know the answers to or even have any idea. But here's my thought on the belt drive thing. This is the first time we've ever had this external motivator financially come into the sport. Now every athlete's got their own individual deals for like you get on the podium.
Public one.
This is a public $100,000, like, which is a lot of money, especially in downhill, right? Especially in downhill. So my thought on it was so if you've already signed a contract with a brand, let's say 2 years ago, and you are riding for intense. Then this gate thing comes up, and they're like, "Oh, we're going to do 100 grand," but you're already in a contract where you've not maybe factored in 100 grand bonus. How does that check? Like, let's say, argument's sake, Charlie Hatton wins 100 grand. Who gets the money? That's kind of my question. Was like, okay, how much of a factor is it?
I thought it was the rider, surely.
You'd think so.
But I don't know.
But who knows? Because, it's a lot of money coming into a bike brand, that, isn't it? So, like, who gets it? Who's going to get the 100 grand? Is it awarded to the athlete and it's direct? So you've got a deal with the athletes, or have you got a deal with the team where the team gets 100 grand and then you're like, huh?
I would have said it's athlete.
I would.
And then athletes often share with their mechanics as well, don't they? But
yeah.
The team, I don't know. I actually find the whole thing really interesting because...
And you only have 4 teams going for it, which I think is quite interesting.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
So, yeah, that's super interesting. You've got Aeon, Intense. I did write them down, actually.
Atherton.
Apologies. Atherton, and is it Mondrick? MS team. Are they on Zeroed? MS Zeroed.
Yeah, Zeroed.
So you've just got those 4. So it's not a huge amount of people.
We're all talking about it.
But we're all talking about it. And does it mean that Rachel comes back for one? I think
I'd love that to happen. Fastest mum in the world.
And we literally, you
Just
can't say it
turning
at the
up.
moment because. So I had a message the other day on DMs through that Race Companion account. Someone saying like, "Oh, your team listings are like way out. Like they're too old." And I'm like, looked at it and I'm like, but we've got data from the UCI website who is listed as a rider.
Yeah.
Rachel's on there. But until you get the practice list of who's actually entered,
I see what
which
you
you
mean,
don't have at the moment. So there's a reason, maybe. I mean, G's on there, Dan's on there. It doesn't mean that they're racing, but they are listed as athletes, like UCI athletes for the 2025 season. I mean, Dan Atherton turning up to a race would be insane. It'd just be so sick. It's cool. It'd just be cool.
Dan Atherton turns up anywhere. It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, but I feel like that 100k thing, like, does that motivate Rachel to turn up and have a crack at one?
Yeah.
Does she just see what happens on the first race and see what Poland's like? Maybe find a track she really knows? Because there's some on there that Rachel's going to have ridden a lot. Poland wouldn't be one of them because she didn't ride it last year. And it was the first time that it was on the calendar last year. So I don't know, man. That was definitely one thing that we were bench racing over the other day was, is Rachel potentially going to race?
Belt race. It's so funny.
I mean,
it's like more money than...
And there's nothing to say she'd just show up and win, but she'd be competitive, right?
Done it before. Showed up and won.
Literally showed up and won.
Okay, so
interesting.
You've got a World Cup team. Let's say they've got a logo on them. For the purpose of this, let's say they've got the Motul logo on the jersey.
Yes.
Motul do a bike care range. We all understand. We watch it. Motul comes up on the thing and you say, "Ah, cool, yeah, Motul. I remember that. Next time in the bike shop, I'll get some chain lube. It's Motul. I've seen it on TV." We understand how advertising works.
Yeah.
What the point of it is.
Yeah.
The belt thing. Like, what about that is good for the belt company? Like, this belt, to put it in perspective, this belt, they do like, a big part of their business is not bicycle drive trains.
No.
It's washing machine belts. You don't even know it's fan belts on a car. It's the belt that powers your windscreen wiper. Like, I honestly don't. I mean, it's amazing that they've done it, but I honestly don't understand even what the goal is of that 100
That's
grand.
so true. That's a great way of looking at it. Because
Like, what are we selling? Because as far as I'm
you're not going to
concerned-
go into a bike shop and be, "Oh, can I get a Gates belt?"
No. Be like, well,
Yeah, it's the only
won't
belt,
fit on your chainring, mate.
and it's the only belt, so that's all you're having.
It just, I guess maybe it pushes
How
performance
interesting.
bicycles towards a belt drive.
That's like a wrap. Performance bicycles,
Yeah.
towards a belt.
I guess
drive.
that's what it does, though. So maybe it makes industry giants like SRAM or Shimano think, we need to be working on a, maybe it's just noise and that generally is better. But in terms of like a percentage of their business, this is like 0.0 something of their business.
Yeah.
And it probably will only ever be because everyone's got a washing machine. Everyone's got a car. Belts are going to keep powering those things.
True.
I just found that
And
really
it also
interesting.
makes you think as well, like how long does it take for the bigger brands? Because obviously we're not seeing Spesh, Trek, do this. It's the smaller ones, I'd say, right? Yeah, intense.
Yeah, agreed. It's boutique. It's like
absolutely. The smaller ones that can like pivot quite quickly, like Reese was saying on the podcast. Like, you know, it's not like turning the Titanic, it's like turning the speedboat. They can be like, oh, we're going this direction, and off they go. So, but the bigger brands, I wonder if next year it's like okay, the Gates prize has gone up. Now it's $250,000.
Yeah.
Okay, Trek are in, Specialized are in, Santa
It's
Cruz
really
are in.
interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, you're
if
right.
Cadbury's
Why
did
are
a
they doing
headset,
it?
we'd all understand.
Chocolate headset.
Everyone likes chocolate. If Cadbury's did a headset
Yeah.
and they offered $100,000 to the first person to finish a race with a chocolate headset, everyone would just be saying chocolate, and then it would make them want chocolate, and they'd buy chocolate. They wouldn't buy the chocolate headset. I don't know. I'm not comparing the belt, by the way. I know it's like a product that actually works, but
It's a good.
I just
good
think,
point.
yeah,
Why have they put up that money, and what are they getting out of it other than we're all talking about this for them probably small amount of money?
such a small amount of money, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like tax relief or whether it's like investing into like green businesses. This is an exciting. Well, actually, it could be, couldn't it?
Yeah,
it's
it could be.
bicycles.
Yeah, it could be.
Otherwise, they've got like
Yeah.
washing machines, cars. You know,
Yeah.
maybe it's that.
Electronics, stuff that goes into
Yeah,
the ground.
Mitsubishi air conditioning units.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, mate, it's a great way of looking at it. I'd never even thought of that. Like, what are they getting out of it other than really good publicity? It's got to be something at the end game. I wonder how you go about doing it as well. Like, you know, could anyone do that? Or does
Offer
it?
$100,000.
Yeah, like, why sponsor the series? Why not just be like, oh, by the way, whoever wins this first round, we're giving you $100,000.
Whoever wins the first round with no pants on, with no trousers or pants,
Yeah,
just socks and shoes,
Trojan sponsored.
$100,000.
It's true though, right? Like,
Yeah.
why can't we just offer $1,000 and be like, yeah, whoever wins, $1,000? Like,
Yeah,
surely
I
it
guess
has
you
to be.
can, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's way more politics going into the back end of it, but
I tell you
it
what,
just seems kind of crazy.
if someone wins a World Cup and they say the ride companion in it, we'll give them $1,000. Is that good?
Mate, yeah,
It's a deal.
it's a deal. If you win a World Cup, okay, we'll set the parameters.
Look at it, the terms and conditions
Yeah,
now.
okay. All right.
Not you only get to say it once.
So if you win a World Cup
When I said $1,000, I meant yen.
and you say the ride companion on the podium, $1,000.
Yeah, bag of sand.
All right,
That's good.
mate. We're doing our own prizing.
£500 each. It's fine, isn't it? Good
About
laugh.
$250.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, great. All right. Shall I get? Yeah, love it. Shall we go through a few of my other tips for this season?
Love to.
So
Love
here's a
to.
few-
But wait 1 second.
Okay.
I have a feeling inside me that, it's growing right now.
Yeah.
I feel like we're about to go to an ad break.
Mate, this one is the easiest ad read that we do. We're just going to speak from the heart. WORX have been a sponsor of ours for years, and we've both used the majority of the tools at this point.
Absolutely. I
Lot
mean,
of loads.
I've really sort of redone my house with WORX tools.
Yeah, I've got a plethora.
I bought in mine.
Show and tell.
This is you what? Sorry, yeah, it's show and tell.
Show and tell.
Exactly. So this is my Hydra shot, and I bought it in because I wanted to do show and tell and
Nice.
talk about the things that I really love about it.
Please.
Is that okay?
I'd love for you to do that, please.
So basically, one of the key things beyond the actual function of this, which we'll get into in a second, it's the fact that it's part of the power share system. Now, every single power tool I own, and whether that's garden, home, DIY, my chainsaw, trail building, I've got 2 chainsaws.
Ooh.
I need to actually keep my voice down, otherwise WORX will hear and they'll stop sending me anything. I'm spoiled.
Yeah.
But this power share, this goes in everything I own. So I can't tell you how easy that makes life.
Yeah,
I've always got
100%.
something charged up. I'm not the most dialed with like having a set up charging area. So it's always good to know that you've always got batteries.
Yep. It's true.
Pop it in here in a waterproof case
Nice. There it is.
and you're off to the races. Now this I use attached to my hose.
Yep.
But previously I've used it with the hose connection that goes into a water source. So you can do it from a bucket or a river. So you can have it in the back of your van
Yeah.
to clean your bike.
Yeah. Super handy. Portable, of course. Like, I've done that before. I've finished a ride. have been parked near a water source, whether it's a puddle or even actually taking water in a 25 litre drum.
I saw Davey once pressure
the blue wash down. I dipped it into my bucket that I'd taken.
Yeah.
Washed the bike in the back of the van, dry when you get home. Sometimes I even use my WORX leaf blower.
No, you don't.
To dry a bike.
I don't have a leaf blower.
Gangster.
I best get on the emails. So I'm going to get a leaf blower on the go.
But yeah, love this brand. Love the tools. Super easy. I mean, the Hydra Shot's become a MTB must, hasn't it?
I mean, it really has.
If you don't own one, you may as well not have a bike.
Yeah, your bike's really going to end up landfill.
Yeah, basically yeah.
This is actually the Nitro version as well. So this is more powerful.
Some extra beans.
It's got this like adjustable head, so you can adjust like the spray. Like we don't need to tell you what a pressure washer does. This does what a pressure washer does, but I can't tell you how good it is and how easy it's made my life. And I've been using it for so long. This is literally the easiest advert to do.
It's so good.
Before I had a hose fitting on my house.
Yep.
I used to live in a flat.
Yep.
I used to wheel the bikes into the flat. It was so annoying having muddy bikes. It just meant I had a muddy house. I got this. It literally changed my life. I'm not even joking. I could wash my bikes and I didn't have to live in a pigsty. And then I could get a girlfriend.
Dude.
And look at us now.
This jet wash has changed your entire life.
Yeah, it's meant that I can actually have a partner in life. I'm not just on my own with a muddy house.
I mean, what an endorsement.
It's mind-blowing, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is mind-blowing.
What's even better than that? So people can get a partner, change their life, and save 15% at
How
WORX.
much?
15%, dude.
I
Say
mean,
it again.
The fact, 15%, you're serious. 15%, I mean, the fact that they offer this product to general public as something you can just buy is ridiculous enough. And now we're offering it for 15% less.
Mate, you'll never see a single mountain biker again.
I mean, I kind of want to keep it secret a little bit. That's why it's the only downer about doing these ads. I wanted to keep it a bit secret. I don't want everyone to have the secret to my success in life. All right, maybe we're going overboard. We actually, do you know what? It's a product we don't really need to. The Hydra Shot is absolutely unbelievable. And you say we get 15% off. How do we get 15% off?
Head to WORX.com, enter the promo code The Ride Companion. It's on screen right now. The promo code is flashing black and orange. The Ride Companion at WORX.com. Change your life.
The Ride Companion at WORX.com.
Yeah, easy as that.
Seems easy.
Is easy.
Change your life too. Thanks, WORX.
Cheers, WORX.
We're
back in. Crack a soda.
I'm really excited for this, dude. I actually am.
Okay.
I really like... No, but doing these episodes is good. Sometimes it just like you sit down. We'd talk about a little subject here, subject there, but then you dart off. Whereas this makes you sit down and focus on the World Cup season, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Like I am excited about it, but I would never like sit down with someone and be like, World Cup, World Cup, World Cup, World Cup.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
Hard to say World Series instead, isn't it?
Is it World Series?
Yeah, really difficult. I can't do it.
Right, so there's a number of like,
been World Cup for my whole life.
Yeah. I've struggled with EWS, EDR.
EDR, yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone knows what you mean.
Yeah.
World Cup, World Series. All right. I got one top pick. I'll give you my top pick. And now I have it on very, very good authority that this person is winning a race. Whether it's
really?
Poland.
There you go.
Whether it's Poland. Yeah, I speak to God about it.
Sorry? Sorry, say again?
He seems to know. Yeah, the fantasy gods. So, all right. Very good authority. And here's my top pick for the season.
So this is like who's hot?
Someone who's going to have a breakout year. Brand new bike, new team. LAKA Stevens McNabb.
Oh, okay.
All right. I've good authority, dude, that he is hauling at the moment. Young, full of it, ready to rip. All right. Nearly said it. Yeah. Didn't say it.
So, all right.
So
what does that look like? What does authority like that look like? Because I'll tell you what, everyone looks quick at the side of the track.
Yeah,
We're talking about point something of a second.
Yeah, I know. Well,
no, but it must be for a reason.
Yeah, it's for a solid reason.
Yeah.
I've got a solid insight, I reckon, on this one.
Yeah.
Solid insight. My good friend Joe Bowman is LAKA's manager now.
Yeah.
And he found him, put him on the Union. LAKA last year obviously got a second. Where did he get a second? Oh, I can't remember, but he...
Yeah, it was a breakout year, right?
It was a breakout year, sorry. Yeah, it was a breakout year. He finished third at the last round.
Mm-hmm. Massive.
No, he finished second. Second last year at MSA, last round. It was 0.1
wasn't
behind
it?
Troy Brosnan.
Yeah.
Like, he finished the year so good.
And that's a
not
real
even a
track.
factory bike.
And it was a real second,
It's
wasn't it?
a real
It wasn't
second. And then he won a race at
anything.
Crankworks. He just looked insane at the American National, the Pro
You
Dyno.
win that as well.
Yeah. It's hauling, dude. So I just got it on good authority that Laki's winning a race this year. And I'm inclined to believe Joe because he's been right about a lot of things.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, there you go.
I'm just going to take a bit of insight off Joe, really.
I mean, momentum's got to be... I think that these top riders are way closer to the exact same speed physically. I think that everyone in that top 30 is hauling, and the difference has to come in your mental approach to a race. I personally believe. I think it's so mental. The sport is so.
Yeah, and I just think, I don't know.
How can it not help coming into a season hot?
Yeah.
How can it not?
Factory rider now, not just a privateer or privateer satellite sort of team. Just hot, ready to go. I don't know, man. I have a good feeling about that guy.
Nice.
Feel it in my waters.
Like it.
All
like
right.
it.
My second pick would be Reece Wilson. Again,
Nice.
Very mindful with this that you buy into stories quite easily because Reece came on the podcast and I just kind of like the vibe of what he's got going on personally. With that new team that Sam's on, the Gamex bike. Apparently, it looks fast. Apparently, it is fast.
His reasons for moving there sounded like there was a performance benefit. You've got the belt chucked in there, a little sprinkling of belt. Why wouldn't you?
Little sprinkling of 100k. Again, just got good vibes of Reece Wilson. I think. I think he's got a point to prove after the Trek stuff, being world champion, then maybe having a couple of bad years.
Also, keeping in mind, well, when you do this exercise, you sort of don't talk about French people because it's inevitable
it's true.
that these riders are going to be coming in hot.
Yeah,
so it's
true.
like,
it's true.
I mean, what sort of podcast would it be if we were like, do you know what? I reckon this year Loic Bruni's going to do really well. But actually also following them on social media would suggest that they are going to do well.
Very good.
And also I kind of feel like the really fast boys don't have to put much out. They can chill a bit. They're really employed
you have those
to
names,
do the World
don't you,
Cup
that you
race.
like?
Yeah.
Is it even worth mentioning these people? That's why I tried to go a little bit like...
Yeah, I like it. It's
Laki,
good. Yeah.
Reece, because obviously we could be like Loris. Okay, Loris is on a new team. He's on Commensal. Okay, he's going to be fast.
It's like, well,
Loic, obviously, Amory,
yeah.
obviously he's back from injury.
Well,
like,
yeah.
oh my God, there's all these, it's so many.
We're not here to just list all of the people that have previously gone fast last year, are we, I guess?
No,
yeah, I'm with you.
Which has been hard for me because that's the easiest way of doing these things. But yeah, the whole thing with the fantasy thing is you trying to find those
these
ones
bargains.
that are bargains on the platform. So just trying to be a little bit more tactical about it. All right, then I had actually my number 3 pick now, but we're going to wipe the slate, is Bernard Kerr. But we've already talked about Bernard. But he was my number 3 pick in my team. But hey, we've already talked about that. Number 4, Charlie Hatton. Won the IXS Cup in the IXS round in Fort William.
So you got 2 belts in your top 3, dude.
You're
going Gates crazy.
Yeah.
Is it Gates?
Gates. Yeah, it's a belting team.
Very nice.
Not bad. You can do better. One will come. But yeah, I like Charlie Hatton. I think, again, loads of... He also won. At Bike Park Wales, they did that race, not a race. He fucking... he won it by a lot. Again, it's
that was
like...
quite stacked as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pre-season testing, all right, whatever. But it's that momentum thing, isn't it? You just have that thing.
Do you know
okay,
what?
I've been and I've beat
so cool. I'd
everyone.
love for him to come in hot, get that 100 Gs.
Yeah.
I actually would. We really need him on as a guest. I'm a massive fan of his, and
we do.
Yeah, I think it'd be great to sit down and chat because you don't really see it that often. It'd be really good to get a lot of these races on actually, because
we could get a few coming up, but you're... Oh no, you are here. Okay, we'll sort that. But yeah, Laki's over in May. and Charlie's there. Yeah, there's a load of them. Matt Walker's there.
But
so
yeah,
anyway.
I think like often they're so focused on racing and they just don't come across as even. They're like Power Rangers, aren't they? You see them on the TV.
Yeah, it's true.
And there's a lot of work goes into it, and they're all interesting people. So
yeah, it's very true
to get a lot more of the World Cup crew on.
Hopefully we do. All right, my 2 women, because that's what you select on this platform. 4 men, 2 women. I'm going to do that thing we just said, like don't mention the obvious ones. But
okay.
Number 1's going to be Tani. Again, new bike.
So basically, yours, your method of selecting, they have to have come on the podcast. So if anyone wants to get any airtime, they need to get literally airtime first.
Literally, mate. Yeah. Roger just missed out on being in my team. Yeah, I'll buy into a story. You come on here, be nice, be pleasant, do a good episode. You've got a lifetime worth of content out of this platform, to be honest. But again, it's hard not to buy into Tani's story, isn't it? Everyone's got a story, but the Tani thing's really cool. Moving to Orbea. Yeah. Inside knowledge, she has got a bit of a wrist injury. So there is that going on, but I don't know if it's that bad. I think it's just whatever. But there is a bit, maybe that could alter your fantasy team if you are building one. It hasn't altered mine. I'm leaving it as it is. Mm-hmm. But and then I'm also going to pick Harriet Harnden, another belt drive. We should do.
We need a sponsor for the
Gates.
Maybe
Gates,
we do,
don't we? Yeah, maybe we
there
do
might
need
be
Gates.
A belt inside there. You don't know.
Yeah, we could belt up, couldn't we?
Yeah, I wonder if these lights run off belts.
Yeah, they might do. Mm. Yeah, we'll reach out to Gates.
They say you're never more than 3 feet away from a Gates belt.
Really?
No, they don't say that. That was
3
actually about
feet?
London Rats. Yeah.
Let's give it 3 feet. I'm like, Harriet Harnden, obviously, she just won the EDR.
There we go.
So she's just on it, isn't she? Again, on it, won the IXSS in Fort William. I think it's a good indicator. If you can win in Fort William, it's going to be pretty, you're on, aren't you? So yeah, they're my picks, dude. But then there's obviously loads of other race news. All right, you got Loris moving to Commensal, Andreas Kolb going to YT, Marine Caribou moving to Canyon.
This is so useful to have all this. Genuinely,
I'm
not just saying it, to have all of this listed out. The fact that you've already done this podcast, essentially, this is a polished version. Yeah, I like this.
Specialized Gravity staying the exact same. Loic, Finn, and Jordan Williams. I really hope Jordan Williams has a good year, a breakout year. I really hope so. I think we've got to rally for our own troops, haven't we? You know what I mean? The UK boys. So
Jordan's already had his breakout year.
He's had a breakout year. I hope
he can have another
one.
Second one.
Come back here.
It must be so hard to just steam in and do so well at your first World Cup, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be hyped to see him do good, yeah.
It's pressure on after that, isn't it? There's loads of news, dude. Greg Williamson, Mondraker. There you go. I also love the Norco story. I love Danny Hart's story. Very close to being in my fantasy team was Danny Hart. Again, it's hard not to root for the kid, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's a kid. Definitely not a kid anymore. But it's hard not to root for him, dude. I think if anyone deserves another breakout year, there's so many of them, but Danny's one of them, right? Like, he's worked so fucking hard to be where he is.
He's just still
basically
up there,
funded racing himself last year.
Yeah.
Gets himself a Mondraker factory ride. And it'd just be so nice to see him just up there again. Just being one of them. Just at the pointy end of the field.
Yeah.
Deserves to be. Santa Cruz Syndicate pretty much stays the same with Laurie, Jackson, Nina Hoffman. Then obviously in the juniors you've got your boy Felix, which is pretty cool, but we're not doing fantasy for Felix. For the juniors. And then
just stay away from that Google search term, I would say. Junior fantasy is just not, you know what I mean? Don't do it.
No, don't
type it in. It's not there.
No,
you're not doing it. Yeah, like
we're not doing it. That's pretty much it as far as like the breakdown stuff that I did that we went into with Andrew. Trying to think. Longer season, 10 rounds, quite cool, quite interesting.
10 rounds. Have you got the rounds there?
No.
It'd be good to go through those actually.
Yeah, we could try.
Because
Yeah,
I've been away and not, you know when you're away, you're not able to sort of like follow the internet. I'm normally fairly good. I keep a bit of an eye on it, but I haven't. And
Yeah.
it'd be good to have some like overview.
Yeah,
of
it would. It would indeed.
Season, and to hear from listeners like what they're excited about basically in the season.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find one now.
I've got it, mate. If you want, it's a bit complicated because they mix it all together with EDR.
That's right. Yeah, it complicates
and
it.
XC. It's
I mean,
really
EDR deserves its own kind of separate podcast. Obviously, we've just had the finale. Was it finale?
Yes.
Pietra Ligure.
Dan Booker.
Beast.
Interesting topic, dude. Privateer. You've got downhill kind of not making it easy for privateers to compete. And then over in the EDR world, you have, what was it, Doug? Five privateers in the top?
Yeah.
Top, between both, right? Between men and women, 5 privateers in the top 6. Podium, 10. However they do it. Top 10. Interesting.
We've got the Grit and Glory documentary series, which is meant to be, after literally just saying, this podcast isn't about the EDR series because it deserves its own episode.
Yeah.
But this is exciting. So let's just talk about it anyway. And also, we do what we want.
We do whatever we want.
So there's going to be a kind of a Drive to Survive style documentary series covering Enduro World Cup racing. So that'd be cool.
That will be cool.
That'd be cool. Enduro deserves it. Enduro is kind of really probably how the majority of the people listening to this actually ride.
Very true.
You might not pedal as hard as those guys, but we're all descending downhill.
Pedaling to the top.
Pedaling to the top, aren't we? Really, I would say most of us, aren't we?
Yeah, it's true, isn't it? It's mate, yeah, it's true. It's a shame, really, because I feel like that event has just kind of come and gone, and it's very obviously it's hard to watch.
Yeah, literally.
There was a time when it was like, I don't know, it was just more on your radar. I mean, you had Richie Roode and all those guys just, I don't know, we tuned into it. Sam Hill, when he went over there doing that, I was just a bit more like into it. I just find it's a bit difficult at the moment to be motivated to watch it, but hey.
I can't find the calendar, I'm afraid.
I've got
I'm really
it, dude.
scrolling.
So first
thanks,
round,
dude, thanks.
First round is Bielsko, Biala, Poland. This coming weekend, 16th to the 18th of May. Then you have got yourself Ludenviel. Hang on, let me do a better job.
Ludenviel, yeah,
Let
nice.
me do a better job. Are you ready?
The Poland one last year.
Ludenviel.
Nice. The Poland one last year was like really good, wasn't
The
it?
Poland one last year, I shit all over it, if you remember.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, Poland, crap. But it was actually sick. Do you remember we had Theo on?
Yeah.
I used to call him Theo. Theo on, and he was like, oh, mate, I've seen a helmet camera. It looks so shit. Oh, my God. Then everybody was like, it was sickest track. Like, tape wide, low me.
It was really good, wasn't
Everything
it? All of the
that we
clips were
want,
cool.
yeah.
Right? It reminded me a bit of like Dirt TV days.
Nice.
When the Parkins used to put the edits out and you just see like a berm deteriorate and...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like raw footage of
I think it's a
people
good
doing
first
different
round,
lines. Dude. Yeah.
It's kind of new to most people. Or like,
it's cool.
You've not done like a million laps down it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ludenviel. And then you've got yourself Salzburgland at Leogang, basically, in June. And then you've got Val di Sole.
So Leogang, we know, provides a good race, don't we? It's like tight times, Leogang, and it's fast.
And then you've got Le Tuile.
Val di Sole is an evil track.
Andorra.
Le Tuile.
Don't know much about it, to be honest.
That was a EWS round as well, wasn't it, before?
Yeah, and it is again this year.
Okay.
Yeah, it is again this year. We did this thing a while ago when Reese was on. We did this like one word to describe every event, every calendar, every race. It's pretty good because at least then you get like his... I'm trying to think what Le Tuile was, but yeah.
His reaction.
Yes.
Le Tuile, I remember being like a really gnarly EWS race.
Right.
I feel like I don't know if it's been a downhill World Cup before.
There was 2 unknowns that Reese mentioned, and I'm pretty sure that was one of them. It's just an unknown. I think... I wish I was better at retaining the knowledge about tracks, you know, and being able to be like, this, like Andrew was really good at it. It's like Poland last year, boom, it was this, it was rutty at the top, it was this, it was that. And it really helps you paint a picture in your mind and remember, because I really struggle with retaining the information.
Absolutely.
Sorry. Yeah, I'll try my best, but it is really difficult.
So we've got Valais in Switzerland after Leger.
Yes.
and Andorra. And then we've got Lenzerheide again in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Having been there, I've actually ridden that track, but I can't remember anything about it, so that just goes to show. I remember there was one jump. There's like a tabletop, and I remember not flipping it. I remember thinking about it for a video and then deciding against it.
Fair enough.
That's the only reason I remember, because it's a traumatic experience. Deciding not to.
Lake Placid, that's an unknown.
Yeah.
That's not been on. So, yeah, excuse our ignorance if we've missed that one before. But, yes, Lake Placid, I believe, is a new one. And then Mont Saint Anne rounds out the season quite late in October.
There you go.
So, and then, in between that.
That's a lot of racing.
Hardline.
That's a lot of racing. That's one positive, if for injuries and for mechanical failures. I always think that about when the season's short. I just feel really sorry for people that...
Yeah.
I don't know, like a puncture can just ruin your year. It's so annoying. Hopefully this... spreads the weight a little bit, allows some riders maybe it suits having a longer season, the more consistent racers like Troy Brosnan or someone that can just sit there for the overall.
So true, dude. Yeah,
It doesn't
Troy
exactly. Yeah,
French people.
Consistently, pointlessly quick.
Yeah,
people.
Bro, Jackson's back as well.
Yeah. There you go.
Sick.
That's exciting.
That is exciting. That's actually exciting. Back healthy. I'm excited for Jackson being back.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know what? The more I think about it, Ollie, the more I am quite excited for this season, because the field, once again, is stacked to the rafters. So, it's good.
Absolutely.
It's positive, right? It's all positive vibes. Downhill's still there. It's still happening. Yes, it's been turbulent. Yes, there's changes. But fingers crossed, like last season, the racing is still really good, because it was good last year. And I'm going to try my best to keep up with it as best as I can. And if you're struggling and you want inside knowledge, the Race Companion, pre-race and post-race breakdowns, courtesy of Andrew The Needles Neathling.
The Needles, I like it.
All right. You just got back from Slovenia.
I did. Let's talk about that after the break.
All right, man. We've been doing LAKA reads again, and I love doing them. But one thing I've noticed is there's been a few DMs asking about LAKA Complete. And I thought we'd take this opportunity to clear up what it exactly is and share a little bit of knowledge, what it is, how it might help you. And also, we've got a nice little deal at the end of it.
All right, sounds like a lovely ad read.
Okay.
Do you know what? I actually know a bit about LAKA Complete.
Go on, then. Spit some facts.
It's the complete bike insurance for your riding needs. It includes cover for accidental damage as well.
That's good, because there's nothing worse than accidental damage.
No, and I mean, it is super important as well, like especially when you're away. That's something that Complete also covers.
Yes, very true. Very true.
It's not limited just to your bike either. It's also to your kit, so you can have your helmet, even your jersey can be covered.
I know a lot of people that have accidentally reversed over a helmet.
There you go.
And this is going to cover it, right?
Do they all have names starting with Day and ending in V?
Okay, so yes, it includes accidental damage. It's a shared experience. So if you've damaged your gear, crashed or damaged the bike... Oh, that's awful. Sorry. Okay.
So, Davey.
Yeah.
What else is included?
What? Incomplete?
Yeah.
Mate, it's funny you should ask. Basically, you can get multi-bike discount, because if you're like me and you probably got a few extra bikes hanging around. You know what I mean? You can get 50% discount on any additional bikes you add to your policy.
So you can cover the whole quiver.
You can cover the quiver.
There you go.
And that should be the tagline. Cover the quiver.
There you go.
Okay?
There you go. I like it. Yeah.
And also, they will give you, with the complete package, they'll give you bike rental. So you'll keep you riding. Whatever happens, you'll get up to £200 towards the rental of a bike whilst you're awaiting the fulfillment of a claim.
You know, the cool thing about LAKA as well is you better believe that they're trying to make that claim fulfilled.
They work for you, not against you. They're not trying to windle the way out of it, this and that. You know, check your lock, check your this, check your that.
Oh, did you close the door? None of that.
Did you have a poo that morning?
Yeah,
you can't have your new bike.
None of that. No, none of that.
No. Head to laka.co/TRC and use code RIDECOMPANION30, and Ollie and I are going to give you 30 days free cover on the house.
That is so nice.
You're
of us.
covering it.
That is so nice of us, and it's so nice of LAKA. That's Ride Companion 30, all in caps and with the number 3 and 0. Head to laka.co/TRC and get yourself covered completely.
I'm going there now.
Are you actually going to?
Yeah, I'm going there now.
LAKA complete. Good acting.
Ollie, 2025 is here.
It
and
is.
let's be honest, mate, most New Year's resolutions barely make it past January the 10th. But we have consistently found one that is easy to stick with, and that is AG1.
AG1. Exactly. AG1 has been a game changer for thousands of people. One scoop every morning and boom, you've kickstarted your health for the day. It's like the easiest win you'll have all year.
Easiest win, is it? Yeah, it probably is. I have personally been using AG1 for around 3 years, and it's become such a key part of my morning routine. Personally, I either take it on its own, or sometimes I'll throw a scoop in with a protein shake, and it's just boom, it's done. One scoop, mix it up, and it feels like I've done something great for my body for eternity.
Nice. It's said to improve energy and focus. AG1 fuels your mornings, whether you're hitting the trails, the gym, or heading to work. It's also said to support gut health and immune defense. It's a no-brainer.
It is this time of year, mate. You need that immune defense. Yeah. We all know life gets busy, but AG1 makes health simple. It's delivered straight to your door every month, so you won't run out or forget. No more juggling a shelf full of supplements.
Absolutely. And if you're thinking about what habits to start or keep in 2025, make AG1 the one. It's your daily dose of wellness in less time than it takes to make a coffee.
Exactly. Health is wealth, folks. So why not get optimized, cover your nutritional bases, and probably ride better?
Yeah, go with it.
Yeah,
go with it,
yeah. So with AG1, you can get a free 1 year supply of vitamin D plus 5 free travel packs.
How?
Well, I'm going to tell you. If you head to drinkag1.com/ride companion, that's drinkag1.com/ride companion. The links are in the show description. Simply click those and it'll take you straight to the page where you can take advantage of this offer and be a more optimized human.
But it seems too easy.
Yeah,
a whole year of vitamin D.
Yeah, I mean,
and 5 free travel packs.
The sun.
So when
in
you're
a bottle.
moving around in the world, you can still stay healthy.
5 times.
Thanks, AG1.
Thanks, AG1. Great ad break.
Fantastic.
Once again, they keep getting better and better.
Fantastic. What were we talking about? Did we finish our wrap-up, our sort of semi-wrap-up? Obviously not the real wrap-up. The wrap-up is on the Race Companion. But
yeah, I think so. I think there's a lot out there at the moment to do with downhill and pre-season and pre-shows and stuff like that. But I feel like that's a nice little overview. Just hopefully gets people stoked and frothing for the race this weekend.
Absolutely.
Or the race just gone, depending on when you're listening to this. And if you missed it, go back and watch it.
Watch it now.
Because life's better with biking.
Yeah,
and that's a
absolutely
merch t-shirt.
That's nice.
Life is better with biking.
You're quite right, dude. You're quite right.
Even if you're watching it.
Yeah, hyped.
Doing it's better.
Really hyped for it. Really hyped for it. Love watching sports. I really love watching sports.
Yeah.
I got the UK basketball, which is the Super League basketball playoffs finals this weekend.
Nice.
There's nothing I like more than just sitting down watching sports.
Live sport.
Live sport's fantastic, isn't it?
Good, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope to get out some World Cups this year as well. I've sort of got less reason to nowadays than I used to. I used to have so many friends racing, whereas now it feels a bit. I'd be extra fanboy. I was fanboy before, but I'll be extra.
Okay.
I've in fact just had a fanboy experience.
Might be going Lenzerheide.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I actually just had a fanboy experience.
Oh.
Just got back from Slovenia. Do you know who was on the trip? The trip that I organised with Jono and Mountain Bike Nomad in Jamnica, Slovenia.
Yeah.
We had Sam Hockenhull on the trip, and I've witnessed him from afar from the internet.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan, dude.
Oh yeah,
and I got to actually, I fanboyed.
Yeah,
I got to actually ride with I got to ride behind him.
Yeah, that's cool.
Watch it happen. It's so cool.
And what did you like about riding with Sam Hockenhull, who I believe will be? Is he at Hardline?
Oh, I actually don't know.
I don't know. Was last year?
Yeah, I don't think he is this year. I don't think he is this year, but it was really cool to watch him ride. I'm just a fan of his style. He rides so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of that newer breed, right? Of like,
yeah, that really, really mess up a corner.
Really, yeah.
At high speed in front of you, blow it up in your face, and leave. And there's a massive gap between you and them, and you've got sealant and dirt in your face. Yeah, it was great hanging out with him and watching him ride off. But yeah, like I say, I've been sort of like, those are the sort of clips I watch on the clips that have impact on me on social media are like riders like him or
his brother.
Yeah, or his brother. It's like it's interesting, isn't it? Which ones really get you? Bryn Atkinson. That's someone that I watch over and over again. It'll be just him hitting 2 corners, and I'll just be watching a Bryn Atkinson clip over and over again. Mitch Ropolato.
Good one.
Just watch him ride, and you just watch.
It's a great segment.
Just
riders that Olly appreciates watching. Sam Ocknell, Bryn Atkinson, Mitch Ropolato.
Yeah.
Can't say his last name. Ropolato?
Ropolato. Yeah. Trying to think of more now. Dave McMillan, You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yesterday's guest, Zesty, whose episode coming up, he can whack a corner.
Yeah, he can whack a corner. Yeah.
I watched some of his stuff yesterday. Yeah, there's some big jump stuff, massive whips.
Yeah, so his episode is coming up, right?
Yeah, but there's also him whacking corners.
It's great. It's so cool because he comes from around here and is now really riding big mountains and doing big, like spinning some of the jumps he's spinning now.
Yeah.
You just think, how have you managed that? The other day you were just up the trails. You like a kid up the trails at SP. Yeah, it was quite cool. Yeah, cool to see.
Yeah. So yeah, live sport this weekend as well. Heading basketball. I'm gonna. Is it on TV? I might try and watch that if I'm around. It will be, won't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try and check that out. Just for something new to watch. I like dipping my toe into a new sport every now and again. Just trying to figure it out. I've been watching quite a lot of ice hockey at the moment.
Have you? You love you actually.
Yeah,
you played ice hockey, didn't you?
Yeah, for years. And it's one of those sports. Me and my friend had this chat the other day.
It's such a cool sport, man.
So when you remove the barriers of money and what was it called, and what's the word? Commitments like mortgages and stuff like that. Remove all that. What would you actually do with your time? It's such an interesting thing to think about because.
All right. Okay.
So for me, it's if you removed all that stuff, you can just do what you want to do. The thing that as a kid,
financial freedom.
Yeah, totally motivated you, that you loved it. For me, hockey is that thing, I think. I really do. I think, because as a kid, I played ice hockey more than I rode motocross bikes, blah, 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 blah. But when I was a bit younger, played ice hockey and then got back into it when I got a bit older. And to be honest, it was when, I wouldn't say it removed financial pressure, but I had finally, for the first time, extra money, which I never had before. I had a decent job, worked in the motocross industry for One Industries, had spare time and a little bit of spare money. And the first thing I went back to was ice hockey. I was like, oh, finally, I can afford to actually go and buy the kit. And I can afford the time in the evenings to play. And I was talking about it with a friend because he's just going through this thing of the financial barrier's been removed a little bit for him and he's got extra time. And I'm like, what is that thing that's inside you that you go straight back to that's a real passion? It's an interesting thing to think about.
So you're using that as an example for when you got your first job, aren't you? You're not saying if my mortgage was paid off, I'd just play ice hockey now.
Both.
Would you?
It's both.
You would?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not necessarily the mortgage; it's just the time commitment.
See, I feel at a weird age because I go and play basketball.
Yeah,
I'll go and shoot. I'll put a load of shots up on my own, but I'm at an age where you could think I was a predator. You know what I mean? You're at a public court. There's a guy. He's limping. He's putting some shots up. You might look at me and be like,
yeah,
what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like ice hockey would be the same, just you at an ice disco.
The only person with gloves on and a stick.
That's Davey. He's sound. He's paid off his mortgage. He's sound. He's just doing what he loves. Just skating around with Dua Lipa playing. Yeah. All right.
Going backwards for the kids.
Oh, the dude that went backwards at the ice disco.
Yeah, bro.
That'd be you.
Yeah, be me.
Are you still good? If you got on skates, would you still be good?
I mean, I'm not going to blow smoke, but like I played ice hockey at a decent level. It's like saying to you, like, would you be able to like shoot a 3? I think it's the same sort of thing. You'd be like, well, yeah, I might miss 1 or 2.
Yeah, I've missed a lot of them. I'll be honest.
But I feel like
translated into adult
like
life.
skating, yeah. But skating is, honest, it's like riding a bike. I feel
you
like.
learn and it's done. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Bernard's ice hockey as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, he got on. He was going to do the Claudio's crashed ice series.
Oh,
he was going
wow.
to be one of the.
Oh,
he
cool.
He went to trials and everything, and he had really good times and stuff. And
so good.
Yeah,
crashed ice was amazing. But yeah, it's interesting to think about, isn't it? It's like if you took away and I'd love for other people to think about this. It's a good thought exercise sometimes of like, take away the pressures, take away the responsibilities. What's the thing that you go back to?
Yeah.
So it is going for a pedal. Like that's okay. I can tick that off because I would 100% do that. I do that when I need to get away, and it's like
even with mortgage payments, you go for a pedal.
Go for a pedal, yeah. But the hockey thing, there's too many barriers in the way of getting back into playing ice hockey. It's like it's not an easy one, is it? I guess with basketball, maybe it's easier because there's going to be a public court in a local town. Yeah. There's no ice rink.
Always next to the swings.
Yeah. Don't look right. Yeah. But yeah, it's the rink for me is like 35 minutes, 40-minute drive. And then when you play rec hockey, like you probably start doing, not league hockey, you end up playing at like crazy times at night. And then the next day, you know what I mean, you're tired because you've got in late and you smell of knee pads and hockey kit. I don't know. There's too much of a barrier now. But take away all the pressure, and I think that's what I go back. It's
talk
like
about barriers. It's
I
interesting.
watch it and I'm just like obsessed again.
Oh, you're back in now.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And like, it's kind of the same thing as going back, like what we talked about briefly, is you get out what you put in. It's like when you understand the game, and similar to you watching basketball, I can watch basketball and it just looks like balls going back and forth and you don't know why people are stood where they stood. But when you start figuring out like, okay, that's the play that they're setting up, that's why they're in that formation, this is what's probably going to happen, it just makes everything so much better. You know?
Yeah,
same
there's
with
something
NFL
really amazing about bike racing, isn't there? In that I think it lacks something in terms of team sports, like just having a good game and being on a team. There's nothing better.
Yeah.
But then also there's a simplicity to racing.
True.
So easy to understand.
Yeah.
You just watch it, and like we're lucky in that respect with like downhill, cross country.
Yeah.
With these sports that are against the clock, it's just like very easy to understand. You don't have to know rules. The rules are you go as quick as you can.
As quick as you can, top to bottom.
Pretty cool.
I think what I really loved about hockey, sorry to go back to that, but I do think about it a lot. It's like I go there, you know, my job was working in the motocross industry and I rode mountain bikes at the weekend usually. So everyone I knew was that circle. So then you go and you just immerse yourself in this group of people that are from different backgrounds. They don't care what you do for it. They're not going to talk about a podcast with you or like, you know, or latest mountain bike part. You're just there to do the thing that you actually love doing and passionate about. And I think, I don't know, we probably both sometimes get that a little bit with everyone you know is from that same thing. A lot of my friends are anyway. They all work in the bike industry or they're into biking or you go for a ride to catch up. Or so it's nice just to have something that's like external.
Yeah.
That no one cares. It's just, can you score goals? Yes. Cool. You're good. You're in. That's it. Are you a nice person to be in the locker room with? Yes. Cool.
So are you announcing your return to the ice?
No, not at all.
Okay.
But if anyone does have a option for me to play at some point, I'd really like it.
Yeah.
So I don't have to get all the kit again because I gave it all away.
Oh, is it super expensive?
Yeah, I think it is.
The barrier to entry thing is annoying, isn't it?
Barrier to entry is annoying.
I mean, I actually think that bicycles are bordering on. Well, I mean, they're definitely ice. Why, like dirt jumping, there's less of it, but I think that it's alienating, isn't it? You see, like when a bike costs that much, it's like I don't want to talk smack on the bike industry because,
but it is expensive.
It's fantastic, but it's a very expensive hobby. Yeah,
yeah, and
don't want it to be. People saying, "Oh, it's become the new golf." Don't want that. I don't want it to be. I like dirt jumping for that reason.
Yeah,
just one really quite rubbish bike. Really.
You say that though, it's like it's become the new golf, but I don't really know much about golf. But you can go play golf with some old golf clubs. You can't really go and have the same amount of fun on a mountain bike as your friends are who have got e-bikes. Do you know what I mean? Like you could go play a round
yeah.
of golf with a shitty set of clubs and your mate's got the latest ping stuff. You're still playing the same sport. But with mountain biking, you're doing totally different sports, it feels like. Your mate's on a brand new e-bike, you're on a bike you picked up off Facebook Marketplace for £500. It's a different thing.
Yeah, I do hear you.
It's become the new golf in the way that people put money into it, I think, is, you know what I mean? It doesn't does that make sense? It doesn't have to be, but it is.
I don't know what people mean by it's become the new golf.
No.
Really, because I think honestly, golf you can play and you can be rubbish and no one cares. You're just enjoying golf and you have a drink and sit in the bar afterwards and have a chat whilst you're on the course. Maybe that's it. It's not like a participation sport. So if people are saying mountain bike has become new golf or whatever, maybe they just mean people that have no interest in really whacking a turn are doing it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm sure everyone who listens to this is really interested in whacking a turn because you've sat through all of that blab about nonsense and about nothing.
People who whack turns.
People who whack turns. That's another merch idea.
What could it be?
People who whack turns.
People who whack turns. I like it. So would you go back to playing basketball? Are you like physically?
I can't run. No, I can't run. Otherwise, it's all I'd want to do. Yeah.
You'd be a point guard.
It's actually. Yeah, but I still can't. I can't move.
Okay. I don't know what a point guard is. It's the only basketball term I have.
Yeah, there you go. So you bang on.
I got it though, didn't I? Yeah.
But no, I don't know. Running anyway is tough, isn't it? If you're older,
you sacrifice your sport to your body to the sport, mate.
Yeah, bit of the curse of the bike, isn't it? Bit of the curse of the bike. I thought about doing like walking basketball, but I checked it out and it was like really old people. I wouldn't get anything from dominating.
Oh, okay. You just
caught
an
walking
absolute
around.
Weapon.
Sort of a bit of a, yeah. But the cool thing about basketball is that you can, as a sport, I've always consumed it. I've never stopped consuming it, even if I've stopped playing and as much or at all.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, if I was going to do a watching at the moment, it's not even the full games, right? There's like this channel on YouTube, so a guy who just does the breakdowns of games and just shows you a few highlights and stuff. Yeah, but it seems that it's a bit ghetto, right? I don't know where the footage comes from or like how you get away with doing it, but they're so well put together. I can't remember the guy's name. But
how funny is highlights? Like highlight culture. Like you can actually just fast forward your fandom of a sport. Like you can,
which is exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'm following the NFL playoff,
NHL
playoffs by these 15-minute wrap-up videos, and I'm like, they're amazing, perfectly put together. You have the whole storyline, and then you move on to the next one the next week.
Yeah,
sick.
It's really funny. I watch these highlight things. I can't remember what they're called. Free Dawkins or there's loads of these like NBA games summarized, and at the end they always have the stats sheet. I don't know if in hockey it's the same, like whether you study the stats sheet. So in basketball you really do, or I really do anyway. Yeah. It's just like a summary of who's played well.
Okay.
There's like terms in it that are interesting. You're not just interested in who scored the most points. There's other things. It's just telling. You can just look at the stats sheet. So at the end of each of these highlight clips, they've got the stats sheet. And you just pause and you just consume the data from the whole game. But it's quite funny because you watch the highlights and they just don't miss. But then you'll realise that Steph's, he scored 7 threes, but he took 12 sort of thing. It's like the highlights really just gives you
that paints a picture.
It's just so social media-y. Everything in life has just become just, you watch the highlights and you just think this is absolutely incredible. There's no lulls in the game.
No,
this is insane. They're just,
it's good.
Everything hits.
Yeah.
Whereas the reality of it is that life is slower. I don't know.
And that's exactly the thing with watching live sport. You're forced into watching and just relaxing and being in the moment.
It's so good.
I don't want to live in highlight culture.
No, I don't. I'm with you. I am.
You know
with
what I mean? And I think obviously I'm an NFL fan as well throughout the winter, and that is something that you can easily be like, oh, just watch the highlights. It's 15 minutes. But there's something about sitting down for 3 hours and trying not to go on your phone and just consuming big dudes running at each other.
And on that note,
so new Pope.
Is that another current event? Yeah.
I don't know.
We got a new Pope, yeah.
Yeah, American. First American Pope.
Is there really?
Do you know they do it through a chimney?
Say again?
It's black smoke if they haven't chosen one.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Every day, and then when it's white smoke, new Pope.
New Pope.
In we go.
I love Da Vinci Code. Is that anything to do with the Pope? Angels and Demons is.
Yeah, I like Superbad.
I loved that movie. I loved all of that stuff. You like Superbad? You just say, yeah, okay. So it got Pope in it? I don't know, does it?
McLovin's kind of popey. Jeez.
Steer clear of religion.
Have you been watching
podcast,
anything
dude.
else good? Yeah.
Don't. Have I been watching anything else good?
Mm.
No, I've just been watching. I've been watching, honestly, hours and hours of Slovenian single track rush past my face as I descend
The
a
best
beautiful
watching.
ridgeline. I've actually been really spoiled, dude. I've been really spoiled.
So many people have just seen those clips.
Yes. Yeah.
Of you, the boys, Jono, Deeks, whatever, riding in Slovenia.
Yeah.
Down the mine.
Yep, down the mine. Down
Would
the
you
mine,
do another
over
trip?
the zip line. You what, sorry?
Would you do another one?
Yeah.
Surely people have missed
We're doing
out.
another one.
You're doing another one?
We're doing another one.
You're doing another one. And you heard it here first.
I don't have all the details yet. I'll do a proper announcement because it'd be great to have companionship members over. But we are doing another one in October. I mean, this one went so well.
Yeah.
It was like pretty obvious that, like, if you love biking and you want some things to remember, this is like the best. You've got all kinds of levels can enjoy it and then come away with these crazy, crazy memories.
Mm.
You know, not everyone wants to ride down crazy rampage stuff inside a mine. Doesn't matter. You carry your bike down, you look around, just being in the mine is crazy.
Yeah.
And I'd kind of forgotten that. So it was really cool going with a group and you get to experience it with like bright eyes and a bushy tail all
Sick.
once again. You know, I've been down that mine so much now.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Really
and
cool.
the same goes for the zip line. Like Jono and I did it for the first time and I remember us just howling at the, you know, like the exhilaration. And then
So
this time
you know
I
Jono
wasn't
was going to
scared
hit
of
the...
No, definitely not.
No, he didn't know he was going to hit the rock.
I mean, okay, so Jono hit the rock. Yeah. Obviously, Jono hit the rock. We've all been joking about, it looks like you could hit the rock. It did look like you could hit the rock. It turns out you can. Jono clouted the rock. He was last man down the hill. Of course, it happened to Jono.
The viral sensation.
The viral sensation that is Jono Jones. But they've actually, it's the last time it's going to happen. They've actually, the guys that ran the zip line were like, no, you can't hit the wall. And then it turns out you can. And now they've got a pulley system so that you can go down forwards, which is what we were aiming for in the start. Because basically, I got my PB on this one. I stayed straight for as long as possible. I was really trying to. You just have to move your knees a tiny bit. But once you get up to sort of terminal velocity on that thing, you just have no control. I was hoping I'd have a little bit more aerodynamic control, but I think there's side winds and all sorts. I couldn't fight it, and then it just puts you in a spin. So you're going like, I don't know, I can't remember how fast it was, like 50 miles an hour or something.
Spinning,
yeah. And you end up going backwards, which is cool. You still get the same view, don't you? You just get it in a different way. But yeah, they've now added another pulley, so we'll go forwards next time, which I'm quite looking forward to, actually. I am.
And that zip line is in the middle of a day's riding. So you descend.
Oh, you descend like
line.
10 minutes down perfect loam.
You zip line.
Get to a zip line, go across the valley, and then you've got another descent.
Who don't want to do that?
Again, down perfect loam. Dude, I promise you it's a really good trip. I'd love you to come along on it, actually.
I'll come. If we have some companionship people book on, I'll come.
Yeah, that'd be good. All right, when I get the details, we'll do a little feature on it and we'll try and get some companionship members on. We had some companionship members on this trip and it was really cool to hang out with them. Obviously you get a lot of like time in between riding where we're all staying in the same hotel, so it's really cool. You get to meet all new people, and a lot of those guys came on their own and made friends that they're literally organising another trip.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, those guys, people
so
that all
cool,
met each other.
But like with each other.
Yeah, that's cool.
So good. So
you invited or not?
No, they're like, what could make a mountain bike trip better than this one? Get rid of Ollie. I think they're going off with Jono. No, it was really good.
Yeah, it sounds good, mate. Yeah, let's see. You're aiming for what? October sort of time?
October,
so we're
indeed.
just coming into winter. You want a bit of time to get away. You want a little bit of fresh single track. I mean, what better
it's
time?
Not a little bit either. You get fast and good. The first day could be a shock. You'll be like, wow, this is like proper mountain biking. It's all single track. It's rooty. There's big undulations and long runs. So if you're not used to it, your arms hurt and then by the end of it, you're bombing. I tell you what, I've just come from a day on Petson. This is a EWS track. I'm riding with Jono. Jono raced the EWS there.
Yeah.
This track is like 15 minutes long of descending, steep, gnarly riding. And I've just come from a day of going as fast as physically possible with Jono, and it was great. He was on one.
Sick.
I was just clinging on for dear life. Jono Jones is a very approachable, friendly young man, but Jono Jones also bombs.
Yeah.
He was going some, so I'm quite hyped on biking at the minute. I've really got I can't wait to do more laps back in England. Beautiful weather.
Beautiful weather for it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You can watch down at the weekend. You can go biking at the weekend. You can have a weekend full of biking. You can watch this podcast. You can play fantasy. You can, man, I don't know. You can
tell you what, dude, life is good.
Buy bike parts if you want to.
Good.
Life is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're really living it at the moment, aren't we?
We are. Your garden's dialed. Spring's
Garden's
upon us.
So dialed at the moment.
Your garden's dialed.
Oh, the garden's dialed. We had all of my partner Emma's family over.
Yeah.
Not all of the gardening ones. Weeding, doing all that.
Do you prefer partner to girlfriend? Do you find girlfriend, have you got to an age where you don't like saying girlfriend?
I don't like saying any of it. Yeah.
Why don't you like saying girlfriend?
Because technically it's...
Woman friend.
No. Technically it's...
Lady friend?
No. Technically it's fiancé.
Oh,
that makes you sound crap if you say fiancé.
Mate, it's fancy.
My fiancé. Lame.
So you go with partner.
I go with partner.
I go with girlfriend, and it's probably creepy. I remember like supply teachers saying they've got a girlfriend, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, why supply teachers?
You know what I mean? Just like people of that age, realistically our age.
Yeah, and younger.
Yeah.
I think it changes somewhere from girlfriend to partner. What do you guys do?
Ball and chain, you normally do, don't you, Doug?
My lady. That's nice.
That's nice. That's traditional. I like that.
Alas, you can say that, but I don't. Partner's nice. Yeah. My partner, because then you
could be a boy or girl.
Exactly. Or
anything. Not in between.
Anything. Anyone.
Its own.
Yeah. Its own.
Their own thing.
Yeah. Their own thing.
It can be you could literally say whatever you want.
Anything. Yeah. Too good. Well. This has been
a dog as well. Before we go, you're getting another dog.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
You're picking up another dog.
Yeah, we're gonna try and get him. We're gonna try and get him on the 25th of the 5th, 25. Why not? Because it's just cool. There's so many fives. My lucky number's 5. So we're gonna try and get
the 5th.
Yeah, we're getting
25.
a dog, mate, who's called King.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool,
King.
isn't it? Yeah, King.
Nice.
Yeah, he's called King. He's a 3-year-old Galgo. So that's Galgo's a Spanish greyhound.
Nice.
Probably been used for hunting. Was found wandering around a village in Spain 6 weeks ago.
No way. So he's still over there now?
No, he's over in the UK now. We went to see him. We meant to meet him in Coventry. It sounds funny when you say went to meet him. It's a dog. We met him in a pub. He sat there with a beer. Oh, nice to see you, King.
Hola.
No, we went. Hola. Yeah.
Yo soy King.
We went to. He's drinking an Estrella. We went to meet him, and it's cool, man. Yeah, I think Emma and I miss having a big dog in the house.
Yeah.
A man of the house, you know.
Yeah.
That big dog energy. So yeah, he's a big boy. He's like 20. Actually, is he? He might be 30 odd kilos. He's a big dog. But we miss it, man. We miss having that greyhoundy sort of energy of chiller in the house. So yeah, I'm quite excited about it, actually. It's a weird, obviously people have been listening to this. I lost our dog in January. And I just feel like something's missing.
Yeah, there you go. That's nice.
Yeah, I feel like something's missing. So yeah, rescue dog. I'm going to try do something for rescue dogs still. I don't know if I can get it set up this week because this episode's obviously coming out. Well, we're recording it on Tuesday. It's going to come out tomorrow. But I'm going to try and do something pretty soon. So I had an idea, obviously, through my other company, Hook It. We do custom mudguards.
Yeah.
So I want to do something where I'm teasing it now. I'm not set it up yet, but just an idea. So you can put photos on mud guards. So I figured if we could do like, you get a photo of your dog on a mud guard, and then we'll donate all of the proceeds to a dog charity. It'd be
Hey,
nice.
so even if your dog isn't a trail dog, it can be with you on the trail.
And that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, we're going to work on that. I want to get that set up, just give something back to these rescues. It'd be nice to do, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
What where was he rescued from?
Village in Spain.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll find out.
No, but like what situation?
So in Spain, obviously the galgos and podencos don't have any rights, right? So they're not as pets in Spain. They're used as hunting animals.
Right.
So whereas a lot of other animals have rights, so you can't torture them, beat them up and dump them, you can with podencos, galgos and other breeds probably. So it's, yeah, at the end of the hunting season, they just discard dogs, which is, it's brutal. I think we spoke about it before, but there's like 80,000 dogs a year.
Aren't they stokes roaming around? And they get dragged into fucking
Don't
fragrance
know.
homes.
Don't know. We noticed when we went to meet
raw
King.
chicken, just loving life.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I think don't know, man. It's pretty brutal. I don't know. I don't really know the politics of it, but it's, you know, we met that dog King, and he's got scars on him. It's like, it's pretty gnarly.
Oh, so he's been kicked about.
Yeah,
shame.
Yeah, I'll find out more and come back to us with actual information. I don't want
King. Look forward to meeting him.
Speculate, but yeah, there's some good people out there, man, doing nice work for animals, and it's nice to do if we can try and support them and take another dog.
Nice.
And if you rescue a dog, it opens up a space for another dog, which I think is cool, because then there's another place for them. So yeah, taking a rescue dog seems like a nice thing to do. I'm hyped.
Hell yeah.
I think.
Hell yeah.
I don't like change. So I am hyped, but I also don't like change. So it's a funny, kind of like our vibe at the moment. We've got a little dog. It's easy to do stuff. We can just put him in the van. We can just go places. He's easy to be left. And then you add another dog into the mix, and it's like, you know, upsets the apple cart a little bit. But
be all right.
Someone's got to look after him.
You need a new king.
Need a new king. King of the house.
Yeah, man.
King of the hill. Good
Wicked.
shout.
Well, I've thoroughly enjoyed that episode, actually.
You happy with that episode, Doug? He's really happy.
That's fantastic. Doug seems happy.
Yeah, that's ultimately why we're here, isn't it? We're just trying to keep Doug happy. Just keep Doug happy.
Hey, thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you for
listening. This felt like
listening.
an old episode, this did. I liked it. Yeah, it's good.
Nice. No real direction. A little bit of...
absolutely, we like that.
Some lolling. Yeah, if you're not already, head over. Please play the Race Companion.
Yeah.
Fantasy website. You can win yourself some DMR prizes this weekend. And that's really cool, isn't it?
The best prizes.
Yeah,
dude.
you can win some ODub bars. I mean,
come on.
Jesus.
I struggled. They sell out quick. I struggled to get my hands on enough ODub bars.
We got a pair.
You what, sorry?
We got a pair. We secured a pair.
Yeah, but it's been...
We got them put to one side.
I don't know how you've done it.
One pair.
I don't know how you've done it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm swapping in between bikes, dude.
I know. Mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, head over and do that. And obviously, please hit like, hit subscribe. Support the team.
Put a witty comment. It can be an emoji if you can't be asked.
Yeah, comments have been slack at the moment, so come on.
Have they been slack?
Yeah, let's get some comments going, man. Let's get some comments going.
Yeah, let's get some comments going. There's nothing better than an internet comment. You know what I mean?
I love them.
Peace and love, everyone.
Like and subscribe. Mate, what an episode.
Brilliant. I thought you were really great, Davey.
Mate, and I thought you were even better.
Thanks, dude.
Better than normal.
Oh, cheers.
Hey, how about we tell our lovely podcast community to hit subscribe here.
Yeah.
Click on the video on Olly's face.
That's right.
Click on the video on my face.
Yeah.
And follow us at The Ride Companion on Instagram.
They can like and comment as well.
Please do.
I'm going to try and get this energy, and I'm going to bring it into next week.
Let's fast forward to next week's episode.
Done.